Hi, I'm Mr. Campbell, the music and choir teacher here at Bayside Middle School.
And let me take a few minutes to tell you a bit about myself and a bit about what music and choir class will be like this school year. I grew up in Genesee, Wisconsin as the third oldest of 7 siblings. We went to Waukesha West High School, where I played in the band, in the orchestra, and also sang with the choir. It was during this stage of my life where I started writing silly songs on the spot, playing for church choirs, and playing in my rock and roll band. After high school, I went to college at Stevens Point, where I studied music education, sang with my friends, wrote music, and engaged in some other activities. After graduating, I married Melissa on July 16th of 2011. We started working together at Milwaukee College Prep, and for 6 years we got to be co-workers. It was during this stage of my life in which I directed my first musical, and Melissa and I became foster parents. 9 months after receiving our foster son, we had Everly. 2 years later, Grayson went back to live with his birth parents, but we are still a big part of his life. Shortly thereafter, we moved to Glendale and had a third child, Rosie. Raising these 2 energetic girls is the adventure of a lifetime. This year, Everly completed her preschooling and is on her way to K4 at Parkway Elementary. As some of you may have heard, I fashioned myself a bit of a handyman, which comes in handy whenever we do the school musical. Me and my family do projects around the house, like restoring this little barn in our backyard. I'm always anxious to get my hands on a new tool or machine. We're also very involved in our church, where I play the guitar, the drums, and the piano. This is my 5th year at Bayside Middle... That's not the right school. Okay, this is my 5th year at Bayside... That's not the right school either. This is my 5th year at Bayside... What is going on?
Yes, there's the correct school. Now back to Mr. Campbell, so he can tell you why he's excited for the school year.
Boy, am I excited about this school year. Let me tell you why. Why? Because music, band, choir, and orchestra classes are returning this year. And we're going to be careful. We're going to follow the CDC guidelines for safety. But we're not going to stop there. We are also going to be following the Colorado Aerosol Study guidelines for mitigation. The Colorado Aerosol Study has shown how to reduce the spread of COVID in band, choir, orchestra, and music classes specifically down to 1 in 1.9 million. Let me tell you a little bit more about what music class is going to look like this year.
This year we'll be playing the djembes, playing the keyboards with a chance to play the actual grand piano. We will also be exploring stringed instruments like the ukulele and the guitar.
And that's not all. We'll also be exploring music history, music theory, and digital music creation. What an exciting year. Aren't you excited about this? Aren't you excited about this year?
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to tell you about my favorite beverages. I love caffeinated purple drink, Mountain Dew Kickstarts, Bubblies and Bubblers, and I started a new drink this year, water.